I'm JR.
And I'm Stacy.
And this is Sparrow's Under Review. At this time right now, we have King Germ from Pod Saving My Marriage on our little bit we're doing with him for a quick little ad that we're going to throw in our show for him. So King Germ, please tell us real quick about your new show.
Thank you, JR, for calling me. Well, as far as my new show, it's kind of the same as the old show. If you're not familiar with the old show, we was previously known as the Procast, but we did some rebranding, and now we're showing people how Pod saved our marriage. It's basically, think of all your TV couples. That's what you have with me and my wife. We don't always agree. We disagree most of the time, but that's where the magic comes from. You can catch us every Friday on all DSPs. And hopefully you will come and listen and get entertained by us, and so we can show y'all how we are saving our marriage with podcasting.
Call Cheryl.
We could call Cheryl. Always looking to phone a friend.
I know. She did just play a bingo and won the coverall.
Yeah, she did definitely do that. Howdy, everybody. I'm JR.
And I'm Stacy.
And this is Sparrow's Under Review.
Welcome. So what we were talking about there, my aunt went to play bingo and she won the coverall. Now, this wasn't just any type of bingo. This was spicy bingo.
Spicy.
For 18 and older.
That means that it's some of that Cinemax shit. Or Skinemax.
Skinemax.
I wanted to say Adam and Eve, but it just didn't fit in my head. Because, Adam and Eve is the dirty stuff.
It was some of that Lion's Den.
Yeah, Lion's Den.
Product.
Now, that's a staple here in West Virginia. You go down certain parts, you'll see off the interstate, you'll find a Lion's Den.
I mean, you see that anywhere, but we see quite a few of them.
And you can definitely pick it up in Jefferson, West Virginia, because there's quite a bit of different stuff there.
I think this was more like pure romance. That's
Romance,
pretty popular here. Yeah, that was one. That was that bingo I was telling you about that my cousin / aunt, as you want to call her, she wanted us to go, and we ended up working this weekend.
Yeah, we're stuck over in Cincinnati. That's a different pill to swallow when we just did an episode about fuck Skyline Chili.
Right, and we did not have this planned because we weren't supposed to come here, and you gave me the task of assigning these episodes, and I'm still trying to learn, y'all, so please forgive me. So, if it don't make sense, that's why, because I'm doing it.
So the cool thing is, though, I want to say this to the audience. I want to say thank you guys, because with the way that the analytics look, and I'm one person that looks at that kind of stuff, but we've got a listenership, and I want to thank everybody. I want to definitely get anybody that feels like they need to leave a message, want to tell us something, to go over and just go over to your email client and type in sparrowsunderreview@gmail.com. Mm-hmm. Send us an email. We'll get you all straightened out. We will have an email client that will be launching in the middle of July for this podcast. So we'll be able to answer your messages continually, and we'll send out a monthly email.
Right, and if you don't want to email, and you do have access to Facebook, Instagram, anything like that, you can also use the other podcast to kind of reach out to us. It's WV on Commonplace, and he has that set up on Instagram and Facebook that you can send a message that way and just let us know, say, hey, for that Sparrow's Under Review podcast, here's an idea, this is what I want to hear from you, or hey, you sound like trash, so fix it just a little bit. We're open to suggestions, just don't be vulgar.
We're always open. Now, I'll tell you something about when we travel. When we travel, most of the time I'm working usually, we both work Monday through Friday with our jobs. And there's an occasion where I work on the weekends. Well, this was one occasion where I did not work the weekend.
Right.
Go back to work on Monday. So we are bargain hunters. We go out here and we try to find deals on things, and we do find junk sometimes, but we find the things that are necessarily important to us.
All right, I'm going to tell you how it really is. I'm cheap and I don't like to pay full price for anything. It's not necessarily that we consider ourselves bargain hunters. It's I work hard for my money and I don't like to spend it on something stupid.
That makes sense. Now, for me, I have this weird thing, and I don't call them fetishes, I just call them urges. I know,
fetishes make it sound sexy.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it, a little bit.
So, go back to that Lion's Den.
Yeah, go back to the Lion's Den and find some Spanish fly. But anyway, so
You don't have to tell me what that is.
we'll have that discussion later.
Is.
We'll have to go find some. No, the thing is I collect two things, and the two things are the same medium technically.
Now, before you go into this, I just want to say, I feel like we both have an addictive personality, and if we didn't have our collections, then we would probably be addicted to worse things.
More than likely.
But I'm happy with what we're addicted to.
Now, me, for instance, I collect video games, and I collect, and this is sad because we have Disney Plus, but I collect certain movies.
No, they're not movies.
They're Blu-rays.
Blu-ray DVDs.
Yeah, and I'm a fan of the movies The Rescuer and The Rescuers Down Under. Mm-hmm.
But you have a good backstory on why you like those.
Right. So I found those movies when we were out, but we were at this amazing place. But at this amazing place, I'm done with the talking. I'm going to pass it along to Stacy, and she will tell you about this amazing place that is not in West Virginia.
No, that's something you will hardly ever hear come out of his mouth. The fact that he is done talking and he's going to give me room to go. So, in Ohio, and I don't know where else they are. We'll have to do some research because we haven't been a whole lot of places this year. And I think we just found them maybe last year in Indiana or Illinois. Because I think that's where we found our first set was when we went to Chicago. It is called Half Price Books. There are, 5 in our radius where we're at? Like, you got to drive like 20 minutes to get to the furthest one. But in the radius where we're at, there's 5 of them. So I went in, okay, I'm going to look at some books. The prices are going to differentiate depending on location, because we hit 3 of them up yesterday, and the first one was great. We found, I found some books, but I'm trying to declutter, so I wouldn't allow myself to buy any. And then they have board games. They have video games. They have Funko Pops. Just about anything you can find at a public library, you can go get at the bookstore. They're just basically used books. I think they have some new ones too. I don't know exactly how that works, but it was pretty nice. And by the time we got to our third one, it was in a little higher class. Is that what I want to say? Like
it was a higher class.
A more
the store had
money
more
friendly place. Yeah. I feel like that was like one of the major places, but like you have your low, middle, and high class. I think this last one we went to was between middle and high class, because their prices were just a little bit more than the other places. I think you noticed $3 differences in some of the books.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Now, to carry it on, like you said about the pricing, I noticed certain differences. The only thing I didn't notice the difference is they use the same damn bookshelves for everything. The thing that got me, because I'm looking at these Blu-rays and I'm trying to find what I'm looking for. So I'll give you an example. Let's go with the Avengers. The Avengers, when I looked at the Avengers, I seen 6 different copies, because they got like 6 of them, and I kept those prices in my head: $5.99, $7.99, $7.49, whatever. And every time I go to the store, I look at those same DVDs and see the price change, and I was astounded, like you said, like that $7.99 original Avengers DVD, not Blu-ray, was going for $4.99 at the first store. By the time we got to the third store, it was up to $8.99. Now,
I guess it's kind of like supply and demand. If I walk into a store and I'm looking for that movie, I don't want to pay and this is just a random number, I don't want to pay $30 for it brand new. So I'm going to hit up these, used stores, and I see it for $15. That's the first one I see, the first one I walk into. I'm going to buy it because it's not $30, because I'm not getting it brand new. I'm getting it for half off. Well, then I happen to go to a different location. I see it for $4.99. I should have waited. And I feel like that's how they gauge their things, because I did see one store had maybe 5 or 6 copies of one book. And of course, they got to keep all those books at the same price. But then you go to the other location and they may only have one copy. And that's where you see your price differences. Oh, we can move this book at this store, but we couldn't move it here.
Makes sense. And diving into these stores are amazing. I want to just talk about the areas that interest me, and you can go into yours. Now, everybody knows I'm into anime, manga, which is the comic books that the Japanese artists and people over in Asia make. So they had a manga section. And in that manga section, they included the animes.
Right.
They separated those DVDs, which those DVDs were priced accordingly because half the time when you go look for these DVDs, they're like $60, $70.
Mm-hmm.
So they had them at $30, $40.
Right.
And then the obscure stuff, or the stuff that like just wasn't wasn't part of the norm, was highly priced, and they put that in a case.
Right.
They did that with video games. They did that with anything of high value. So after, going to see and all this stuff, I had a method and process and system set up
Right.
so that I could keep going. And we went to altogether 4 stores.
Right.
After it was all said and done.
The extra one up today. I'm glad we went to that one. So when I go in, what I start out with is I look on the ends because that's where they keep their current and I don't want to say relevant titles, but the ones that are going popular now, your top sellers, the ones that are popular on TikTok or Book Talk, as some people like to call it, when you get in that certain category. I like to hit those up first, and then I'll go just randomly into sections. I forgot about the series that I was looking for until the 3rd store yesterday, and I was a little sad.
Oh, yeah.
I am looking for the Wayward Pines books. And I think there's 3 of them by, what is his name? Barry Crouch, maybe?
Maybe.
It starts with a B, and I'm 90% sure his last name is Crouch.
And while she looks that up, I'm going to put a little filler in here. So I go over to the video game section. You find everything there from Atari to a lot. One thing that baffled me was there was a lot of Famicom games, which that's the original Nintendo but Japanese version. And the games look completely different from what they do here.
I was completely off.
How bad did you chop his name up?
Blake. Yeah, so I was close. It's a B. Blake Crouch.
So definitely, if you get a chance to read the books about Wayward Pines, and I say this to everybody: if you get a chance, watch the Wayward Pines Limited series. That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day, though.
Right, we're definitely going to have to do that one because I would like to watch it again.
Yeah, and it's got some scary monsters in that bad boy.
It's just a lot of information, and it's confusing. Like, I didn't completely understand everything that was going on until we got closer to the end. And then by that point, I'm like, oh, I forgot half of what I already watched.
Right. And once again, that was the first time that I dealt with limited series, I think, ever in my life, which there's always been limited series go on. But to have that and have it in its capacity was a great thing.
Right.
Now,
so anyways, after, so yesterday at our 3rd store, I looked and I found one of his other books. I didn't grab it because I don't know what his books read like, but I did enjoy the series enough to where I want to read the books. I hit up not video games. I hit up board games because I have a strong addiction to Monopoly.
okay.
And it's starting to get out of hand. But if you do have a Monopoly game that is local to your area, like we have Parkersburgopoly, WVUopoly, my mom even grabbed one from Hawaii. My cousin and her husband went into Walmart for me, and they picked up the Hawaii Monopoly and gave it to my mom so that way she could send it back to me. I was so excited about that. So if y'all have any like Monopolies that are local, let me know because I might not have it, and I would love to purchase it. I will even pay for the shipping.
And another thing we're getting into board game wise, I know we always go off topic, but
I
this
know.
stays inside of Half Price Books.
It does.
We're getting these Funko Pop board games.
Yes, we found 2 of them this weekend. The first one was the Harry Potter, and it was the 2-pack. It had Ron and Draco in it. And then I saw that was at the 2nd store, I think. or maybe that was at the first store. Yeah, that was at the first store because I grabbed that and then a round Monopoly.
Yes.
And then also another Monopoly that was weird. Like
it's like a you build the Monopoly.
Yeah, and I didn't care for that much, so it will be listed on Mercari to resell at the price that I paid for it because I'm not trying to make a whole bunch of money off of it. I just want to make my money back. And then we also picked up a Doctor Who Monopoly, and I am so excited for this one. My best friend Alyssa, she introduced me to Doctor Who. So we're getting ready to rewatch that series, and I'm going to make JR do it with me.
And we'll definitely be playing that game. So when we make that a magical trip to North Carolina, we'll definitely bring that game with us when we're traveling.
Or as soon as I get her back up here.
Right. So, in closing, because we make these episodes for you all.
Right, I mean, we're only at 15 minutes. We're good. Oh. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're moving smoothly. I don't want to make it super long, but there's a lot to unpack in these stores. So on top of Mr. Crouch, we went to the last store today, and I look and I'm like, oh my gosh, there it is. I carried that book around the store with a big old smile on my face until I found you.
And then you got it.
Yep, and then I got my book.
So the other thing that we missed out on that I'll just talk about real quickly, they sell vinyl. They have records. Yes. They have CDs. They have DVDs, and their DVDs are by feature film to TV season to bargain DVDs.
Right. And they do have some, like, box sets that are, to me, it's a little expensive, but to a true collector, I think they're fairly priced.
Oh, yeah.
And they resell everything. Like, not to make it be passed off as new, but to kind of give you that, oh, hey, it's a fresh new game or box set or something. They make it look presentable, and I enjoy it. So that is one thing we would love to see open in West Virginia, especially in the area that we're at. If anybody from there is listening now and you know of a place, let us know. If you know of any other locations that are similar to Half Price Books, we would love to know that too. There's Disc Replay in Illinois.
Replay is in Illinois, Indiana, and it's got one store in Lima, Ohio.
Does it? So that's another one. It's more of video games, movies, stuff like CDs, stuff like that, collector
TVs.
toys. Yeah, it's not necessarily books, but it's something that's fun and exciting.
And I'll say this about the whole experience of the Half Price Books. What is refreshing about it is no matter when you walk in or whatever, you're greeted, everyone says hi. And when you go in, you know the layout, but you don't know the layout.
Right.
Because what was to the right in the other store is to the left and in the upper corner.
Right, or right in the center.
Or right in the center. So to anyone, if you get a chance, go to Half Price Books. Like, it...
We have never had a negative experience. And we've been going to them, like I said, for about a year now.
Yes.
And when we find one, we'll go to any of them within 20, 30 minutes.
I still got one on my radar.
Right. We have one more to hit up because, like I said, we hit 4 and there's 5 here.
And one closing thing to remember, though, is that they do close at 8 o'clock. That's the only thing.
And each store may vary, too.
True.
Anything else?
I guess that's it. I mean, I'm going to rate it like this. The Half Price book
is a must-do.
Like, it's... To me...
If you enjoy that type of thing, let me rephrase that.
Yeah. If you enjoy finding something that you can't find at Target or Walmart.
Or if you just don't feel like spending full price on something.
Right. And if you're looking for exotic things, because like I said, they hit a lot of things. Like I noticed movie-wise, in some of their box sets, they were from some of these companies that release movies in obscurity, like not in a mass fashion.
Like limited run type of things.
Yeah, like limited run type stuff, yeah.
But not to be confused with limited run video games.
And they even had a Nintendo today. We seen a Nintendo still in the box.
Yeah, with the
light gun.
The blicky.
Yeah, with the blicky. Oh yeah, I forgot. We got to be careful about what we say. So,
I mean, we've got it rated pretty high, so if somebody gets offended by that, then...
You know, do what you do.
Yeah.
So my last remark is Half Price Books is a must.
Yes, we want to take the time to thank everybody for listening. I know we don't do this a whole lot, or if we do, I forget that we do it, so my apologies. Like we said before, if you have any questions, concerns, suggestions, please feel free to send us an email, sparrowsunderreview@gmail.com, all one word, no spaces. Or if you want to hit us up on Instagram, you can follow us right now at WV Uncommonplace and send us a message there.
So true.